Solo Adventure Part 1, entitled The Stairs. Solo Adventure Number 2, entitled I don't think it's safe to be calling this solo adventure and filming it, so it is now renamed Hobbits of the Shire. Later I'll probably be embarrassed that I named it that and wish that I named it something else, but for now, Hobbits of the Shire. Waiting for the tram. Booyah. How long until the airport train? 8 minutes. I'm on a bus. I have to wait until 2 a.m. to check into my flight. I don't like this airline. It's really making me nervous. I'm gonna go shopping. Learning about culture in the airport. Was there ever a better idea? I don't think so. I was really counting on this. And it's closed. What am I supposed to do for the next 8 hours? Oh, look, stairs! You will never understand the feeling unless you experience it, of going to step on an escalator and it suddenly start moving backwards. Oh, see, it's stopping again. It's a ruse. It's a ruse. Not doing that again. Ain't no way, man. Ain't no way. That's right, I totally slept on the McDonald's couch for like 2 hours with all the other backpacking hippies. It was awesome. Yeah. I'm actually on the plane. Who knew it would happen? I was really doubting it, but here. And I think I'm the closest to the front of a plane that I've ever been. But the plane is now running like half an hour late, and I have a connecting flight, so I'll see how that goes. Yay! Here I am. I have arrived in Barcelona. And now I have to try to figure out if I've missed my next flight or not, because when I had my ticket printed, it didn't even have a departure time for this flight on it, so time to find a board. Running to my flight because it leaves in about half an hour, and that's usually like the cutoff for boarding. I made it. Only just barely, though. And whoever makes these coats should be congratulated. They're quite the heat trappers. But yeah, here I am. There's my plane. I have a seat number, and I'm actually gonna get to London. Lesson of the day: never book flights together that short a time. In an airport, you don't know. I've made it. I even made it through customs. congratulations. I have my nice stamp here showing that I did. And it was a fun trip, and it had its excitements. And now I have to go. Hopefully my bag came through. Which I don't see. So, that might be an adventure in itself. Fingers crossed, dear Lord, please let my bag have come through. Amen. Alright, let you know. Bye. I caved. I did so totally cave. They said, oh, please let us check your bag. There's too many people on the plane. It would be so much easier for us. We'll do it for free. And I said, okay. And now, my bag is in Barcelona. And I am in London. But, right side of the story, they say it will be delivered today, for free, to Roehampton. So hopefully Roehampton's okay with that, because I think I gave them their address. But if I didn't, I guess we'll see. But yay! If it was easy, it wouldn't be an adventure. So I figured I'd go ahead and make a follow-up as to whether or not my bag came through the next day. No, it didn't. I waited all that day for my bag to show up, which they said would be there by noon, but didn't ever show up at all. And the next morning I still remained optimistic that my bag may have come in the middle of the night, but similar to America, the London mail does not run through the middle of the night, so the bag didn't show up. So the next day I ended up on a train to the middle of some part of sketchy London, where I got off to take a taxi, and I say taxi in the most liberal sense possible because their taxis are just nondescript vans driven by men in turbans. Now, my man in turban luckily did not kill me. In fact, he turned out to be very helpful in helping me find my bag, and made me feel much like the Indiana Jones of the courier service with my little sidekick as we went from warehouse to warehouse on the outskirts of London, trying to track down the courier service that held my bag in some magical land called Hounslow. But after we did find the bag, thank you to Darren for getting it there, the lovely man from the airport to the warehouse on the outskirts of London, we picked up the bag and had something like 2 hours before my flight left, and we were still an hour away from the airport. So that hour drive later, with my very good turban friend convincing me that 45 minutes is plenty of time to catch an international flight. Thanks so much for that, I needed it. Here I sit, in America, with my bag, tracked down in the middle of a country I'd never hardly, well, ever been to before, except for maybe about 24 hours. And it's in one piece. And I'm in one piece, and I didn't get murdered, and that's probably lucky, but hey, who knows? The whole trip was an adventure, and I loved it. Hopefully my next trip is just as exciting. Thanks for watching. Here we go.